When you have a dream and you want to do something, you got to go after it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley Cains.
And I'm Danny Arovich.
Together, we're your hosts for Making It to Milan.
Let's jump in.
Today, I'm so excited to be joined by Aline Rocha. Aline is a Brazilian Paralympian who competes at the highest level in both Winter and Summer Paralympic Games. She's a soon-to-be 5-time Paralympian who competes in the Winter Games as a sitting skier and also in the Summer Games in wheelchair racing. Across seasons, surfaces, and sports, Aline has built one of the most unique Paralympic careers in the world. She was Brazil's first ever woman to compete at a Winter Games and put Brazil on the global winter sports map, while continuing to compete on the track as a summer athlete. Aline, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. We're so excited to speak with you today. We're going to start with some rapid fire questions. So what is one word that comes to mind when I say Milan?
Milano Cortina is my big dream. My biggest dream is to actually win a Paralympic medal, and I believe that in Milano Cortina, I have that opportunity.
And we can't wait to see that happen, and very soon as well. One word to describe your training right now.
Right now, my training is really tough. We have a really tough objective, and winning a medal is going to be a huge challenge for me. This season, I train every day, twice a day, cross-country skiing in the morning, gym sessions, and workouts at home. It's tough.
What would you want your headline to be in Milan?
I want to be on the podium. The headline would be one more medal for Brazil alongside my partner.
Well, I can't wait to see that happen, and I'm sure you're doing everything right now in your training to make that happen. We're going to talk about your journey. You come from Brazil, a country not traditionally associated with winter sports, yet you built an entire career on snow and on the track. How did each sport enter your life, and what drew you to alpine skiing after already competing as a wheelchair racer?
I started in 2010. My coach, Fernando, who's also my husband, invited me to learn about Paralympic sports. I started by competing in wheelchair racing. So I competed at the Rio 2016 Games and met athletes who competed in both summer and winter sports. Athletes from the US, Russia, Japan, and a Brazilian athlete, Fernando. My coach thought it may be a good idea for me to try this new modality. So in 2018, I became the first ever Brazilian woman to represent Brazil in the Winter Paralympics. Honestly, everything happened really fast.
That is incredible. What a way to start a sport and start an amazing career as well. Was there a learning curve when you first started skiing?
I started skiing in December 2016 in Sweden. It was the first time I'd ever seen snow. And starting off was really difficult. There was a ton of falls. I was always falling. Learning a new sport is really challenging, and you don't get to see that.
And where is it that you train in Brazil?
In Brazil, I train using roller skis and large skateboards. I actually train on asphalt. Every year, I run a bunch of marathons, roller skating, and cross-country skiing. But when we get closer to the Paralympics, especially around March and May, I stop competing in athletics so I can focus completely on the Winter Paralympics. This is my top priority. After the Winter Games, I return to athletics, but as I get closer to my main goal, my full attention is on the sport I'm actually competing in.
What changes would you love to see in parasport to better support athletes year-round?
I believe we need more visibility in the media. With strong results at the Games, we can gain a lot of global attention. Today, many people don't even see our sport, so they don't know this opportunity even exists for us. So with more visibility comes increased sponsorship. Companies will be more interested in supporting athletes like me. And that will allow us to bring more people into the sport and continue developing our modality so more athletes can compete in more different sports.
What do you know now that you wish your younger self understood about managing pressure across multiple sports?
Today, I deal with pressure a lot better than I used to. In the beginning, it was really tough for me. I competed in a bunch of events, and I worked with a psychologist who helped me mature mentally. That was really huge for me, and I really, really thank my psychologist for helping me grow. Now, when I enter a course with a lot of people, fans cheering and watching, I try to stay grounded and not get super nervous. In my first competitions, nerves would actually slow me down during the race. Today, I think I'm more mature and better at handling this pressure.
Yeah, that'd be great if you have another, like a message for younger Aline.
The most important thing is to believe in yourself, especially when you're fearful. Even if you're afraid to face those challenges, don't let that stop you from following your dreams. In the future, you'll achieve things you never thought possible.
You've represented Brazil on some of the biggest stages in both summer and winter Paralympic sport. What has competing in both of those taught you about who you are?
Competing in both the summer and winter Paralympics has taught me resilience and openness to new challenges. I really love the adrenaline that sport gives me. Even though I'm sometimes afraid, especially facing steep slopes and dangerous descents, those moments actually help me believe in myself and show me that I'm capable of more than I thought.
I agree. Resilience is one of the biggest things for an athlete. I actually have a tattoo saying Resiliencia that I got in another country, and it just is a good reminder that resilience plays a big part in every athlete's career. What advice would you give to young athletes, especially wheelchair users, who are deciding whether to try adaptive sports or not?
When you have a dream and you want to do something, you gotta go after it. And even though Paralympic sport can be really challenging, you gotta do it. Sport can be expensive and difficult to access, but sometimes you just gotta start in the easiest, most simple ways possible. The most important thing is to have the desire to look for institutions, organizations, places where you can actually just start beginning, practicing. The main thing is that you want to move forward, wanting to change your life, regardless of your physical condition.
Who are the people in your life who support you through long seasons and remind you why you love competing?
I'm really lucky because I have a lot of people encouraging me. My whole family has always supported me in my fight for my goals, my dreams, but especially Fernando. He introduced me to sport. He encouraged me to try wheelchair racing and then skiing. And we believe in the same goal together. He's my coach and I'm his athlete, and our goal is to reach the Paralympics. That's our biggest dream together.
Fernando, we are going to speak to you, just ask you a couple of questions. How did you start working with Aline?
We together changed the reality in Brazil about the wheelchair racing. And after the Paralympic Games 2016, we start this idea for start this the winter sport and big challenger too. And together study the position, study the technique, and develop in Brazil the equipment for training. Every time we work together. I studied Aline, I studied the sport and developed the strategy for go up to the high level.
And I'm so excited to be able to watch you, and I'm wishing you the best of luck in Milan together on this journey. I'm sure you've experienced so many incredible moments together already, and I'm sure Milano Cortina will be able to bring you that. So Aline, what does it mean to have the support from Fernando for you, especially during the most demanding moments of your career?
This partnership is fundamental to where I am today. Without Fernando, I would not be here. He helped plant and seed these dreams in me, and he told me that I could be an athlete, that I could compete in wheelchair racing and in cross-country skiing. When training is really tough and competitions are difficult, he's my rock. He reminds me that we're on the right path, that we're moving forward. That today may be hard, sure, but it will get better, and we're in it together. His belief fundamentally changes everything for me. Because he's also my coach and he's the one besides me every day, his support in the most difficult moments is what keeps me going, believing that I can do this.
That's amazing. What will it mean for you personally to compete at the Milano Cortina Paralympic Games?
For 4 years, I've dreamed of this moment. Milano Cortina, it's the realization of everything that I've worked for.
And what are your goals for Milan?
Right now, I'm the best I've ever been as an athlete. I've grown a lot. My competition results are actually reflecting that, which I'm really proud of. In these games, I'm going to be competing in biathlon for the first time. In the last Paralympics, I actually competed only in cross-country skiing. So now I'm also competing in biathlon on the first day. But my biggest goal is in cross-country, especially in the longer races. That's where I've had my best results and where I believe I can get closer to a medal, hopefully on the podium.
How do you balance pushing for performance while also protecting your body and thinking about longevity across two demanding sports?
Today, I feel stronger. My body feels more prepped for these races. A few years ago, I competed in a bunch of marathons and races without, frankly, thinking too much about recovery. I was all focused on the race, but not as much as about what happens afterwards. So now I know I need to be more careful. But for these cross-country events, I feel super well prepared to compete in all of them. And even in the final, I think I'm going to be really strong.
Well, we are wishing you the best of luck in Milano Cortina. We're so excited to support you through your journey. It's happening very soon, but you put years and years of hard work into your career, and we're so excited to cheer you on. So good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning into Flame Bearers Making It to Milan.
If you like what you heard, please like, follow, and subscribe to Flame Bearers on YouTube and anywhere you get your favorite podcasts.
Stay tuned as we bring you more behind-the-scenes stories of women athletes around the world training for the competition of a lifetime. See you next time on Making It to Milan.